Hi, everybody out there in YouTube land. This is Norma, and back after a long wait on encouraging myself to go on and make a video. I have been going up and down my weight with my weight issues. I have gained 8 pounds, which is more than I wanted to gain. I wanted to stay at least within 160 and 165. I am 168 right now. So I always hit for that goal of 160 because if I'm at 160, I know that I can still, maintain and be okay. But 168, not good. The clothes start fitting tighter, and that is not good. I wanted to let everyone know that I'm doing better with the hair. It's starting to grow out. And I found something online at HSM that I've been taking. I take two every day. It's these capsules, and let me put it up there. It says healthy hair, skin, and nails with EGCG and bioflavorants, and it has a lot of biotin, 3,600 mcgs, and it has calcium in it, and it has vitamin A, 1,000 units, vitamin C, 90 milligrams, which is 150 of what you need every day, vitamin D3, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, niacin, um, vitamin B6, folic acid, vitamin B12, and the biotin, the MSM, citrus biocarbonate complex, 100%, green tea extract, um, EGCG, if you know, for those of you who know what that is, silicon, uh, 10 milligrams, blanching amino acid complex, and gelatin, I'm sorry, and that's for the nails. I gotta show you my nails, okay, you guys? Excuse me because I was doing stuff with my kids. Most of us go out and we get our nails done. Well, I don't know if you could see them, how long they are. And I just broke this one today, but as you could see, they're pretty long. They're mine. Yes, they're mine, and I can't believe it. And look at my hair. Is it growing out or what? And yes, I let it go curly. Here we go. And yes, it's growing out. It's coming out. And my skin, okay, I am an old lady. And yes, I am in my 50s, late 50s. And look at my skin. It's actually feeling better. I got to do something about that gray there. But other than that, I feel great. And I have wonderful news to share with everyone. My brother, who had gastric bypass about 6 weeks ago, he's doing great. He's very private, so he doesn't want me to say his name, but he's one of my two brothers that I have around. And he has lost so much weight, and he is healthy, and he is working and doing such a wonderful job. I am so glad that he has added all those extra years to his life, and he chose to be healthy and made a good choice for himself. And then the wonderful news that I wanted to share for today was that today my nephew, his son, has also undergone the gastric bypass. He had it today. He is out of surgery. He is doing well, and he is looking forward to going home tomorrow. Um, you know, I really am happy. I never pushed my brother or my nephew to have the surgery. They have just seen me occasionally, and they've seen how healthy I am and how well I'm doing, and they were encouraged by that just because I was doing so well. And now on the back burner, my younger sister, she is also started going to Kaiser for the classes, and she's going through them, and she is starting to put in all those things that she has to do. And I'm very encouraged too because she really needs to get that surgery. And you know what? If it just takes for them to see by looking at you and seeing how well you're doing and then considering it, you know what? You don't even have to encourage them to do it. They will see what healthy looks like, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go back outside right now because I have to go do my daily walk. I started walking this last week. At first I thought I wasn't going to be able to do it because I've been kind of lazy working during the summer, and when it started getting hot, I started making excuses for myself. And you know what? That's part of our maintenance and understanding what gastric bypass is and how it helps us and how this gastric bypass is a tool. And I know that during maintenance you're going to say, well, you know what? It's okay for me to try eating this. It's only once. And you know what? I could have some of that cake. You know what? It was so good. I didn't get sick. Let me have another little piece as long as it's a little piece. Then you go to work and everybody's, got cookies or donuts and you're like, well, maybe just today and I'll be good tomorrow. We're getting back on that same thing the way we did in the beginning. That's why we were overweight in the first place. And we say to ourselves, okay, just today. But you know what? It's not okay. And we need to reconcile with ourselves, okay, this is a tool. How am I going to use it? Am I going to go back on the bandwagon and start to do something about those few pounds before it becomes 10 pounds, before it becomes 15 and 20 and 30? What am I going to do? I mean, I gave myself the option of having the surgery or not. What am I going to do? Am I going to gain all that weight back? I mean, I worked so hard to get to where I'm at. Am I going to gain it all back? And you know what? No, I am not. So I'm off to do my walk. My nephew is recovering. He's kind of tired and groggy. I'm not going to go bother him today. I'd rather wait till the weekend when he's home and feeling a little bit more comfortable with his surroundings. And yes, I am going to do well. Now, on a sadder note, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling really happy today because my young grandson, who's only 15, came out of the hospital. He had been in intensive care for a few days. Um, some kids dared him to try to eat this flower. It's called devil's bells. And I don't know if you guys are familiar. Those of you who are familiar with those names, you might know that. Poinsettias during the Christmas time, they're very popular. Those are poisonous plants. And when you ingest them, you can get very sick and die. My grandson was in the intensive care for numerous days. He was hallucinating and very violent. Um, they finally got it out of his system, and I am so grateful, you guys. And some of you who know me on Facebook know about it, and thank you for your prayers. And those of you who didn't know about it, you know what? This is just getting you to be aware of the things that are out there and watching over our kids and grandchildren a little bit more. These uh, devil's bells were actually in a church, the front lawn of a church. Uh, my grandson ingested them on a dare, and he was walking home. He didn't have his shoes on, his shirt on. He didn't know where he was at. He became violent. There was policemen, fire department people, an ambulance sent there, and all because they needed to get him and take him to the hospital. I'm so glad that someone called 911. My daughter was not home. She got home just as they were there. They didn't know who he was. He didn't know who he was. And so I'm so grateful that people intervened and did call. My daughter didn't realize that this was happening. You know what? She's a good mother, and my grandson is a good boy. This is just the only reason I'm sharing is because I want you guys to be aware of the dangers out there. And children at 15, they're gullible. And children who are school or during school, they're gullible too. And so we have to make them aware that those are some things that they need to not try. Um, I said the name of it, devil's bells and poinsettias. If you get them during Christmas, make sure that you put them someplace where your children or your pets won't get a hold of them. And I'm sure there's an array of other plants that are out there that can be dangerous for our children. So, heads up, parents. Find out about things. Look around in your yard. What do you have? Is it something that you know what the name is? Find out about it. And those of you who know, post down here. Go on Facebook too. Look for me. I'm out there. I'm subscribing with many of the people who have had weight loss surgery. So find me on Facebook, Norma Cervantes. I'll be glad to add you up if you're from the weight loss community. So yeah, I'm enjoying my longer curly hair, and I'm enjoying my longer nails, and my skin looks a lot better. So yeah, once again,